Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use. Thank you. Now enjoy the show.
What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of RAERAEs Review, where I'll be talking about Real Housewives of New York City, Season 15, Episode 11. Some would say this is the reboot, Season 2, Episode 11. Okay. I thought this was a little something. I think we need Rebecca to stay. She brought a little oomph to that, to these ladies. I was like, okay. She put Brynn in check, which I'm always down for, because Brynn need to be checked. And so far, these ladies ain't doing it. Even though Ubah tried, Brynn don't respect Ubah, but I believe that Brynn respects Rebecca. Even though she acts like she don't, because she backed down once Rebecca gave her something to see. It's all about being real mature and aged. See, Rebecca's an auntie. Shout out to all the aunties and unks. Hey, just saying, we know how to get you off of us. All you gotta do is put the onus on their shoulders. That's pretty much what it's all about. In some whatever way that you can, depending on the situation, depending on the person, however you know how to do it. And that's what Rebecca did with Brynn. But before we get too much into it, hold on. Hold the phone. Little housekeeping. I appreciate every, excuse me. I appreciate every single view. I appreciate every single like, and I appreciate every single subscriber. And we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. So please let me know when you come through. If you haven't subscribed, please hit that button. Make sure it's black so you'll get all of the content that comes through on this page. Not just Housewives, but we do The Equalizer on CBS with Queen Latifah. We do, I've completed with my homegirl Erin, Selling Sunset on Netflix. We're also doing Southern Charm on Bravo, the Charleston area. And we're going to start with the season 17 of Drag Race and also season 10, Drag Race All-Stars, when that comes through. And again, like I said, I've done movies on Hulu with Mr. Crockett. That was a real good movie. It came out just in time for Halloween. That was a real good movie. If you haven't watched it, go ahead and watch my review and watch the movie too. Just, things coming through. You know what I'm saying? I got some in the works. You know what I'm saying? Put some in the works. That's coming through, and you'll get notifications on that too. I appreciate it. And you can also reach me on my social media platforms right there in that little box. Of course, Blue Sky, RAERAE All Day. And then we got at All Day RAERAE on IG and Threads. So thanks again. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the subscribes. Thanks for the shares. Thanks for the comments. All that. Now, these have, they in Puerto Rico. Not Puerto Rico. It's Puerto Rico. Sometimes you got to just sound like you from there. It's a little pet peeve of mine when people say Puerto Rico. It's not Portereeko. It's Puerto Rico. Sometimes you just got to make yourself sound like you from there. Well, I don't really sound like I'm from there, but at least I'm trying, child. I'm just saying, give it a try. Please don't say Puerto Rico no more. If you saying Puerto Rico, ooh, that gets on my last. Anyway, so they at the Puerto Rico, and the heat is loud and oh Lord, the heat is loud and loved all at the same time. Because, child, it is hot as fish grease, and Ubah got on the jacket. But Ubah is from where is she? Somalia? Where's she from? I forget which country in Africa that woman from. Anywho, so anyway, she used to the heat. That's that on that. Everybody else was like, oh my God, where's the pool? Girl, just drink some water and calm down, get in the AC. But as soon as they got in the house, it was the AC galore. That's what I'm talking about. Rooms are a problem, child. At least they're not running around fighting for them. Raquel told these heifers. Raquel told these heifers, listen, the rooms are what they are when they're on their way to the hotel. I mean, on the way to the Airbnb, whatever the house is. She told them that 2 people will have to share a room. Other than that, everybody else will have their room. And you know how people do. Rebecca didn't want to share a room because she's sick and tired of being in a room with other folks. She got kids at the house. She got a man at the house. And she's just trying to, live her best life. And one of them, and by doing that is, at least if she's on this vacation, she can do something a little different, break the monotony. And the bus ride there, Brynn act like she want to be the person to assign rooms. And that's not what, what's her name? Rebecca was trying to, do. But at the same time, you got to speak up, Rebecca. You can't just, you really need to, start saying something. Because if you don't, you're going to let folks run over you. And that's not what you really want to do, right? I don't think so. Anywho, what's going on, child? What's going on? So pretty much, what's her name? Ubah. She didn't like the little tiny room that she had. I'm like, what is going on with these ladies? They don't want to do this. I'm like, y'all need to really just chill. But you know how folks are now. The thing I didn't like what Ubah said was, I make too much money to be in a room like this. I can go to the Four Seasons or whatever hotel she said. That was just so doggone rude. Because she actually said she has more money than Brynn, since Brynn is out there divvying up all the rooms. See, that's not how you handle it. That was real immature, Ubah. Sorry, boo. But next time, like Rebecca, both of y'all should say, well, I'm not listening to you because that's not what I came here for. So I'm just say, I need this because of this. And if anyone is willing to accommodate, that's fine. If not, I can make other arrangements. That's how you that's how you come off. Oh, well, you a little aggressive. Yeah, I said it. It was a little aggressive to be saying stuff. It's a little rude. Oh my goodness. So pretty much Erin was like, I think Rebecca's scared of Brynn, because she need to really, let Brynn know what's going on. I'm like, child, I wish I would. Again, Rebecca is auntie. Now, Brynn tells she, 36, 37, maybe 38. She ain't auntie yet. That's just big sis. You know what I'm saying? Rebecca auntie. She 40-something? She has lived. Kids, husband. She been through some things. I'm sorry, but unless you've experienced more about life, and life is kids, a mate, long-term mate, that's just one aspect of living. However, that's living more than someone who hasn't done that. And considering that she's older and the things that they've both been through, it's just obvious. Sometimes you just have to listen to someone who's been through some things. And we're going to get into that later on in the episode. Anywho, so what's going on, child? So pretty much Ubah and Sai or Erin was able to switch rooms so Ubah can stay, and they just, pretty much solved all of that. Whoo, goodness. Ubah said she got standards, child. But anyway, Rebecca and Brynn have a moment, right? Rebecca and Brynn pretty much, like I said, it's all about experiences in life. And pretty much Rebecca told Brynn, well, the thing about the room is I don't want to, I want to, have something different, like I mentioned before, on this trip. And unless you have kids, you don't really understand what I'm talking about. And Brynn took offense to that. Now, Rebecca don't know that Brynn is going through IVF and all this, that, and the third. But Brynn didn't say that she was having problems having a baby, but she's going through the whole, maternal clock is ticking situation. But again, that has nothing to do with what Rebecca is saying. But Brynn took it wrong. Again, we're projecting. Like I said in the Beverly Hills review, we are projecting. Hello. Remember what the issue is and stop arguing about things. We have to remember and stay steadfast and focused. Hello. Stay steadfast and focused, please. Thank you very much. Anywho, what's going on, child? What else is going on in this episode? So I got my notes, right? If I don't take notes, I don't know what's going on. So yeah, so pretty much, for the most part, Brynn's doing a Brynn thing. Well, after all that with Rebecca, that was it. So Brynn's doing her thing, flirting with the lesbians on the trip. The lesbians are sharing a room. I wonder why they're sharing a room, child. Because they was real, touchy on the previous episode. Now, and better not be no shenanigans going on. Better not be hurting Mel's feelings, Raquel. Now, it ain't gonna be none of that. Anywho, and Jenna did say that she was given a hall pass, so it ain't like Jenna is immune. I'm just saying. Anywho. Don't mess up don't mess up a good thing now, Raquel and Jenna. Y'all both got respecters back at the house. Anyway. So here go Brynn trying to, be all inappropriate with the lesbians. Talk about, hey, lesbians, I'm here. It's really tiring and exhausting. And I'm not even a lesbian, and I'm starting to be offended. Because, girl, why you keep playing with these girls like that? And again, with her going through what she went through as she explained her essay in episode 10, I'm just trying to understand. And maybe I need to be a therapist to understand. But for her to go through SA and then to be so flirtatious and, promiscuous like with these ladies, even with Gabe or Abe. Is it Abe? Abe, sorry. They called him Gabe. They called him Gabe because of gay Abe. Anyway, with, just all these different, even with Erin's father, may he rest. Oh, that was so sad to hear that. May he rest in peace. It's just she's always, throwing it at people. And I'm like, I don't understand the correlation. Why are you doing this? Is this some coping mechanism? Or again, is it something that you've adopted? I don't know, child. It's just really weird that she's acting like this. Because again, I just don't like it when people act like something that they're not. And it's just offensive to me. But who am I? I'm not lesbian, so maybe I shouldn't even talk. Anyway, Rebecca and Brynn. No, that was over with. Brynn. What was I talking about? Oh, Jessel. Jessel can't find her luggage. So apparently somebody, took it or whatever. Come to find out it was Brynn. Come to find out it was Brynn, and Brynn put it in the bathroom next to her bidet on the floor. And then she covered it up with a towel. Why don't you put a towel under her luggage? Now Jessel got to wash it and carrying on. She's been in the bathroom on the floor in the corner with the whatever next to the bidet, child. So it was pretty much behind the toilet, up under the sink. I'm like, how rude. Not to say the house was dirty and filthy, but you're going to put it right in there. Why not put it in the closet somewhere where, just maybe a utility closet where the brooms and I would, but not the bathroom behind the toilet. I'd be a little upset, but Jessel's there because Jessel wants to be child. Long as you ain't hitting her, I guess she all right, but whatever, how you treat her. Anyway, Erin and Ubah talk. And, they have their discussion. And Ubah was just saying how she doesn't like it when Erin makes certain comments. And pretty much Ubah complains of Erin gaslighting her. Erin denies it, of course. And pretty much Erin patronizes Ubah because Erin doesn't want Ubah to start, being Ubah, I guess, and going off the rails and cussing and carrying on. She just lets the conversation die and end. And Erin, pretty much Erin doesn't want to, move forward in the conversation and then have it go left. Ain't that nothing? She just end the issue quickly. So anyway, after all of that, Erin goes to get her swimsuit on. They're all deciding to go to the pool. And Ubah is explaining to the group how her and Erin agreed to, be good and everything. And she was just explaining her side to the group. And then Brynn takes that information, goes to find Erin, and tells Erin that Ubah's talking about you. She's saying that you're a gaslighter, ha ha ha, and I think you are too, ha ha ha. I'm like, what? Just totally representing the conversation. And that's why I don't like Brynn. That's exactly why I don't like that heifer. She's trying to start ish, if not for the show sake. It's not cute because it creates conflict where conflict doesn't need to be. And you're creating narratives that are making people think about people in a negative way. The same thing Raquel said about, I'm about to sneeze. Whew. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Child, bless me, thank you. Anyway, it's just, it's creating conflict, and it's just not, it's unnecessary and not needed and childish. Are you doing this just to stay on the show? Are you just making fun of people? What are you doing? Do you want to be known as as someone who can be trusted? That's why Raquel mentioned what she mentioned before. Well, so-and-so didn't know, but she said she did. And, that's why people were, kind of upset with Brynn, because they figured Brynn didn't know what was going on. So that's why they was getting up all in Erin's butt for not telling them all of who knew about the story, that they were faking her and Rebecca. Even Rebecca didn't know that Erin told Brynn, when Brynn was like, yeah, you did tell me. That's why I put, some extra stank on it. So pretty much everybody is in agreement that Brynn embellishes, lies, and puts extra on it, putting 20 on 10. And so now they know how to deal with Brynn. But then again, that just makes people not want to trust you, Brynn, because you be lying, thinking it's cute. You can do that with them guys that you messing with and whatnot and not what, but have some genuine relationships, with folks, so people won't think that you're just a bullshit chick. Anyway, see, same thing as I was saying earlier in my review with Beverly Hills. When Garcelle don't like Dorit, it's more negative conversation. Like, because I don't like Brynn, or how she's representing herself on this show, it's going to be more negative conversation about Brynn. I'm just saying, but that's what she does on the show. She brings negative energy to the cast. Ain't that nothing? Anywho, what was I saying? So Ubah and Erin. So Erin comes back from getting dressed, and after hearing what Brynn said, I can't believe you guys are talking about me, and I'm not a gaslighter. And it's like, what? What happened? What are you talking about? Brynn told me, and then they're like, no, that's not what happened. And Ubah was like, oh, really? So Ubah was like, uh-huh. So everybody know Brynn can't be trusted, right? And so Erin gets up, she's all mad and carrying on, and she goes outside. She don't want to talk to nobody. And then Ubah follows her, and Ubah's like, no, I got this, y'all got this. So pretty much Ubah pretty much settles it real quick with Erin, similar to how Erin did Ubah. But Ubah was like, nah, girl, it's good. I wasn't talking about you. I was explaining our conversation from previously. And Brynn took it and said something else to you that she shouldn't have said. But no, we weren't talking about you. We were just going over what you and I discussed and my viewpoints on stuff. So now, and that's how it should be. Quickly resolve that mess. Just say, nah, girl, listen, this is what happened. So now they're, having a better time, I guess, I guess. So the ladies are, starting to get in the pool and they're all in the water. Now, coincidentally, Brynn, Raquel, Sai, and Ubah are on the water together. And then Rebecca, Erin, Jessel, and Jenna are in another part. They're in the water, but like another part. I can't tell if they were in the same pool or just a different. Anyway, they were in different parts of the pool backyard area. And Brynn made a comment. Oh, look at all the black girls in the pool. I was like, what black girls in the pool? I see one black girl in the pool. I see a black girl. I see a biracial girl, and I see two Puerto Ricans. Must I remind Brynn, if you're listening, watching, and listening, Puerto Ricans are not black people. It's different. And for one thing, I don't even want to really go there, but it is what it is. It was just real funny how Brynn said that. Like I said, it was one black girl in the pool, really African, one biracial girl, and two Puerto Ricans. I don't understand how people think Puerto Ricans are black when they're not. They're Puerto Rican, Spanish, Spaniard, European. Just saying. Just saying. We really have to, pay attention to things. It's all good, though. It's all good. Anyway, Brynn says Rebecca was wrong for saying when you have kids, you'll understand, and pretty much called her BITCH. And on the other side, Rebecca was saying that, they were explaining to Rebecca that Brynn was having, going through some possible fertility stuff, and that, maybe that hurt her feelings. And Rebecca was like, yeah, that's why I said it. So Rebecca was being a little, fuddy-duddy with it, so pretty much, they're done with all that, and then they're all getting ready and everything. And Jenna lets people know that her sale was a success, and pretty much it was for her teeth. Her teeth are very expensive. She didn't say the cost was probably 6 figures. It's probably real high 5 figures. And again, everybody ain't made of money, but if you live in a multi-million dollar, anyway, I ain't trying to count nobody wallet, purse, coin purse, pocket, whatever. But if you live in a multi-million dollar place of residence, I wouldn't think that 5 figures would be an issue. But again, like the ladies were saying, maybe she does have money problems. Maybe she does need money. And then she said that the Bentley or the Rolls Royce that she was driving that time was not hers. It was rented. They wanted her to show the car on the show or whatever, something like that. They wanted her to, meaning Rolls Royce people, wanted her to promote the car. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's what we're doing. Oh, okay. Jenna is just so real that she just can't be fake. I don't blame her. And again, I'm with Jenna. I don't ride. I don't know what's going on behind the curtain on the plane. It'd be too much shenanigans. Just like we learned the other day, too many shenanigans. And that's the one thing she will not compromise on. And I don't blame her. I'm the same way. 1D is my seat, like I said. So then, in front of everybody, Brynn brings up at dinner to Rebecca the comment, and pretty much, Brynn is talking about, I talk with business people, I talk with Russian billionaires, I talk with all these professional people, and they're like, girl, you don't talk to no Russian billionaire. If you did, girl, you be way better off. Don't be acting like you got all this going on and you don't. That was kind of funny. So anyway, Rebecca ended up clowning Brynn, pretty much putting the onus on her shoulders, and pretty much calls out bully tactics that Brynn has been doing ever since she's, known Rebecca. And I don't blame Rebecca, because it's pretty much that's what's been going on. And I'm glad that Rebecca called her out on it, because it's been going on. And pretty much after she called her out and pretty much put the onus on her shoulders, Brynn couldn't handle it and retreated with her comments and was like, well, I'm not a bully. I don't do things like that. And first, and then once she couldn't really answer Rebecca, she reverted back to, I just think it was kind of, really messed up, for you to say that about me. She said, okay, well, like, okay, you think so? Okay. Well, she said, well, if that's what you think. Just like the girls can't take Bronwyn on Salt Lake City, Brynn can't take Rebecca. And I like Rebecca. I like when girls come in there and give them something to talk about, or give them something that they got to back up off of them about. I love it. I love it. I love it. I can't wait until the last episode, because, child, this was dry, but Rebecca showed you add a little something to it. And you see, this is a prime example of, you don't have to be yelling and screaming and carrying on. Rebecca just talked to her just like this, read her for filth, and Brynn just had to just take it and move on and eat her food. That's what I'm talking about. I'm here for Rebecca. Keep Rebecca. And who can I get rid of? They probably want to keep Brynn, but let's trade Rebecca for Erin. Better yet, trade Rebecca for Jessel, child. Anyway, that was Real Housewives of New York City, season 15, episode 11. And we're going to catch you next time, y'all. Thanks again for tuning in. Bye.